Hi, my friends and my enemies. Today, I wanna tell you about an interesting book everyone ought to read. Behold, a unique book, the true story of the War of 1812. The preeminent Russian scholar of the Napoleonic era, famous historian Yevgeny Ponosenkov poured over tens of thousands of documents stored in Russian and European archives. While examining the diaries and memories of the participants in the events, he managed to recreate a fundamentally new understanding of that grandiose campaign. His impeccably accurate presentation of the historic material is displayed with an elegant and brilliant style. This work gives an unprecedented and detailed description of the lives of the various classes of the Russian society. Economic, diplomatic, and cultural aspects of the war are skillfully and accurately explored. You will learn about the true plans, actions, and intentions of Napoleon and Alexander I. For the first time, you will have the chance to discover information about the Russian Civil War, which occurred at the same time as the Napoleonic campaign. You will also learn about behind-the-scenes battles in the world of professional historians, as well as in the state-fabricated propaganda. A graduate of Moscow State University Department of History and an author of numerous scientific works, Yevgeny Ponosenkov is rightly considered the intellectual guru of his generation. His achievements also include amassing Russia's largest personal collection of books and art objects dated back to the Napoleonic era. The book is divided into 22 chapters. The first chapter is an author's pre-word. The second chapter tells a historiography of the war between France and Russia. The third one depicts entire prehistory of Russia until 1812. The fourth one is about history of Russia in the time of the war 1812. The fifth one is brief story about the place of Austria between France and Russia. In the sixth chapter, the author talks about the continental system and how it influenced the economy of Russia. The seventh chapter finds out causes of the war and the preparation and the plans of each side. Chapters from the 8th one to 11th one inform us that there was a true civil war in Russia in the time of the war with Napoleon. The 11th chapter interrupts the topic of the book, telling about the French Revolutionary War. The 12th one is about relationships between Napoleon and Alexander I. The 13th one suddenly includes Joseph Stalin. Both of their armies depict in the two following chapters. The chapter number 16 touch topic separatist movements in Russian Empire. The 17th chapter is about the Civil War once again. The 18th chapter and 20th one list archive storages and documents and bibliography using in this book. The 19th chapter lists the modern Napoleonic organizations. The last chapters don't affect directly the topic of this book. Now my short opinion. It's one of the greatest books I've ever read. It made me believe that history is accurate science, necessary to read if you're interested in history of Napoleonic Wars or history in general. However, it has a specific viewpoint, and many of his affirmations are controversial, but I anyway advise to read it, because I haven't yet seen such many primary sources, quotations, evidences, and so on. The book contains a lot of illustrations, and many of them are authors' ones and not available in the internet. It's impossible to tell you about all advantages of a book, such as absence of grammar mistakes or volume of this book itself. For example, I honestly say, despite that I've read so less books specifically about Napoleonic era, and I can't say whether I agree with the author or not. However, I read many historical books in general, and I can choose among them, and this book has impressed me so much. Finally, I have to tell you a sad thing. What this book is available in Russian only. So you'll be lucky if you speak it. Good luck.